Yes, sir. And we back with another one of the biggest freestyle show on the planet with SPINLYFE. Y'all already know every week we get crazy. Today, Moosey Wins is here.
I'm here, finally.
Thank you for coming. You already know.
Nah, facts.
We're going to get straight into it. The biggest.
Here we go, here we go. Another sad song in the studio. Another heartbreak, no more cardio. And I ain't even break, I ain't even fall. 4-page letters all in bold. Everything that glitter ain't always gold. Remembering the lessons that my mama told. Remembering the lessons that this karma. Yeah. I've been taking losses, still winning. Baby, we are perfect if you winning. I'm a savage, I'll be lying when I'm grinning. You got baggage, bring your carry on, you tripping. And here we go, here we go, here we go again. Here we go again. Go again. Go again. And here we go, here we go, here we go again. Here we go again. Go again. Go again. Going through some things we didn't ask for. We should go away and stamp a passport. Stuck up in the past, we need a fast forward. About the honeymoon, you know it didn't last long. Wanna love you always. You be stubborn, stuck in your ways. I be coolin', chillin' all day. 1940 got you litty, you don't mean what you say. Wanna love you always. You be stubborn, stuck in your ways. I be coolin', chillin' all day. 1940 got you litty. And here we go, here we go, here we go again. Here we go again, go again, go again, go again. And here we go, here we go, here we go again. Here we go again, go again, go again, go again. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Yes, the biggest. All right, hold up. You ain't want to lay no vocals?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm actually glad I have some lubrication, cause thanks. But that was fine though. I like the way you threw that in there right away. It got me in a good vibe.
Yeah, nah.
That's the first time you heard it?
Nah, I was there last night. I heard.
Oh, you was there last
night. And I heard it cause you put it out, so I heard it.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's dope.
All right, so let's get in straight to it. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. Yes. Fire single, man.
No,
definitely.
Word.
Word. Here we go again. Word. So I was at the listening party last night. Definitely good vibe.
Yeah.
Word. You definitely pushing your project, and I love the way you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
The music is dope. Let's just get straight into it. Like the name first.
But Moosey Wins?
Let's get straight into it.
Well, my childhood nickname was Moose forever.
Okay.
And since the beginning of social media time, when I had a name, it was Moosey Wins on social media. And then after a while, after I'm moving around, people would just refer to me as that. And Moosey Wins came about, it was Charlie Wins. You remember? I forgot his name, Charlie Sheen. Remember Charlie Sheen was going through his crazy stuff?
Yeah.
But he was calling himself Charlie Wins because everybody was talking bad about him, but he was getting paid $2 million an episode.
Yeah. He definitely was.
Yeah, it was just like, nah, facts, I'm winning.
He definitely was.
So yeah, that's where it came from. And then after a while, people in the industry, they didn't know me personally, they just referred to me as Moosey Wins. And I just like that because I'm competitive and it just goes along with how I be moving. Like, I ain't gonna lose.
Nah, definitely. So how did you get into music?
So I mean, I always was doing music. It's funny because just recently, maybe a year or two ago, I recognized that since I was a kid, never have I ever, up until now, never have I ever lived in a place without a piano.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always playing the piano when I was younger, dibbling and dabbling. I played it more when I was young, but then even when I went to college, I remember bringing my keyboard, you know what I mean? And I moved out. Everywhere I always have a keyboard. So
Say that.
I was just making songs, and then I used to manage artists like almost 10 years ago. I used to manage artists, and that's how I got my foot in the door, just managing artists.
Okay.
Songwriting for singers and things like that.
What artists influenced you?
Who
did you listen to? Who you listen to?
Who do you think?
I mean, when I listen to your music, honestly, I get a lot of good vibes, but it's like classic.
Like
it's not like.
Who would you think my influences are?
That's a good question. I don't think I could put a name to it.
All right, well, I'll tell you.
Because there's a few, honestly, so I don't want to.
Party Next Door.
Okay.
Tory Lanez. This is not a project, it's a single, but most of the time if I'm concentrating on making a cohesive project, I like own in on a couple of artists. Like now I just want to saturate myself with listening to them. The Dream, Jeremiah, I'm sure I'm missing a few, but definitely Tory, Party Next Door, Kanye, The Dream, I would say wholeheartedly.
Got you. Nah, definitely. So you got this project coming out. What's next?
So this is just a record. I got a few records. I'm probably release. It'd be hard because, you know, with a single, you want to push singles the furthest you can, but then, you know, you could get stuck with just collecting dust on so many other records.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
Excuse me. So, I got a few dope records. So I wanna gauge how this is going. You know, maybe 8 to 10 weeks, gauge how this is going, and then reconfigure and see what I should
put some more heat out.
Yeah.
So I see you was playing ball. Is there something that you was doing when you was younger, or?
Oh yeah. I love basketball.
Let's talk about that.
I love basketball.
Was that a career in the past?
I mean, yeah. I played high school ball AU. Like I was a ball player. Like I love basketball.
Yeah.
And my son
that was
played
something that you took serious, and then.
Well, yeah.
I
took it serious, but I used to think I took it serious until my son plays ball. And he's a real ball player, like that's serious. Like I never, no, that
he takes it way serious.
Facts. I thought I took it serious. You know, I played high school AU, wanted to go to college and play, but I played all the time. But that's a whole nother level. Like he's elite. Like my son is. I was just talking to Scott, right? About, my son is 6'4". Like he's a ball player. Like, So that's it. If I thought I took it serious until I raised the ball. Ball player kid, then I'm like, all right,
damn, he going hard.
Boy. I told my friend the other day, I saw him and his friend, they were just doing some open run. You know, they barely get a break. My son and his friend don't get breaks. Like they work out, training, the game, travel. So they had a free day. You know what they do on their free day? Let's go to the gym, open run. But just watching them stretch before they play, they 16. They use a machine, the muscle machine gun. They rubbing their back on a joint. They ask each other, yo, let me get that Advil? Let me get that Tylenol? I'm like, wow. Like, I remember telling my friend, I mean, I know this because I grew, you know, I'm raising him. But I'm like, wow, this is what y'all do just to play ball, just to chill. Like, so many stretches. And so I'm just like, wow.
They're like, nah, I got to make sure my body right.
Fact.
Before and after.
That's a super fact.
Definitely. So about music, what features do you have or who do you want to work with?
I always wanted to do a record with Tory.
Yeah, say that.
So hopefully that could still happen.
Of course, listen.
You know,
always keep the good prayer.
I think that also I think my voice does good with female vocals too. So I really want to tap into working with some dope female artists. I always wanted to do a song with. This sounds classic, but this is a real bucket list. I used to tell people all the time for years, I always want to do a song with Dej Loaf. I think that would be fire.
Nah, yeah, Dej Loaf is fire still.
Currently, Jhené Aiko.
Okay.
That would be fire. SZA. So you could tell my vibe just even based on the artist I'm choosing.
Yeah. Definitely. So word of advice to artists that is in the game, that been in the game and that's coming in the game. What advice do you have?
A couple of things I would say. One, relationships are worth more than money.
Exactly.
And you can't pay for relationships. So a lot of times, you know, people grind, but they grind to rub elbows and really show love over the years because generically, if you do certain things, you got to spend a lot of bread. And then you might wonder how so-and-so get that situation or how it's cut. And then you look, now they knew each other for a minute. So even in the industry, sometimes I forget how long I knew certain people. I'm like, wow, I knew so-and-so. And then people blow up around you, but it's cool if y'all good. Like, it's like, oh, no, I was showing love. Like, you know what I mean? So I would say that relationships are worth more than money, and those have to be grown. It can't be purchased. So, you know, you just got to stay down and not have that instant gratification attitude.
Definitely. You know, and I'm glad you said that because I stress that to my team all the time. Like, you know, like you just said, to piggyback relationships it's like currency. You know what I'm saying? You could know someone and what it cost me $4,000 or $5,000 will cost him either zero or a
'Cause
few
of
$100
relationships.
just because he know him and he knew him for some time, like you said.
And
so
you can't buy that, and you can't rush it. You can't rush that.
And then you can't get upset if you're not the person that's in those shoes and you have to pay that
I mean, because
fee.
everybody got their own relationships, even you.
Exactly.
You know, the
Exactly.
things that you do,
Yep.
that you charge, this is what you do. But if your right hand's like, yo, I got you. Like, you know.
That's it. Definitely, like I said, thank you for coming. Last night was dope. Thank you for the invite. You got something going on tonight too. Where with DJ Big Reef.
Yeah, facts. Again.
Yeah, listen, you
relationships,
outside
that's my
working.
guy.
Yeah, listen.
That's my guy.
You pushing your projects. You got dope music. Listen, don't stop. That's my advice to every artist that comes up here. That's my 2 favorite words. Don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Once you stop, those doors close, and then it's like, damn.
That's why I was appreciative of last night. For those who know, they knew that I stopped. My pops passed in September. So I just
R.I.P.
stopped. I just stopped doing everything.
Yeah.
I ain't do nothing for it. I ain't come outside until like January, February. And then here we go again with the first record I recorded.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it felt good last night to try to kind of like revamp and get back. Because again, it's only been like 9-10 months, but just like you said, you stop things, you know, when you're moving and grooving, everything's flowing. Your phone's ringing, yo, pull up, da, da, da.
Yeah.
You stop,
Yeah.
then you got to literally climb back up. So let me start showing my face. Let me start, because you got to show love to get love. So let me start pulling up to people's events.
Exactly.
Let me start. So even, perfect example, Reef. It's funny because a year ago I released something. I did a song with Fresher, a friend of mine, and my birthday is July 1st. So I did R&B Wednesdays a year ago this month. But, you know, I'm able to do this with Reef. I popped out a few times in the last few months. Like, times when I might have been tired, but I'm like, you know what, let me show love. You know, people coming to town, what we want to do? Yo, let me go to R&B Wednesdays. Yo, let's get a few bottles and go
definitely.
there. Show love. And then, you know, it's like, yo, my record's out. Oh, bro, pull up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And at the same time, listen, you pushing the record. You got
Facts.
You know, and shout out to Big Reef too. That's
he's
my
dope
guy.
for the culture.
Yeah, he dope for the culture. You know, I watched him put that together. You know, from the COVID days.
Facts.
You know, that's how it basically started.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
And
But then
it grew to this.
But again, because he's a good person.
Exactly.
Like, that's another thing. You know, snakes don't get too far.
Yeah,
they
don't.
might come up quick, but they drop back down. People like Reef. I was just saying this the other day. I want to make it to a certain place. Just bless people, just show love for nothing. Like, Reef shows love for nothing. There's DJs who my record came out and they, I'm playing, turn on there, go to the car, I'm playing your song on the radio in 10 minutes. It's like, what? I ain't actually had to pay for none of that. You know what I mean? Like, but again, relationships. Meanwhile, if generic, you don't got no relationship, you know how much DJs charging for you to play a record on the radio?
Listen.
You know what I mean? So,
they put a price on it. It could be any price tag. So,
Facts.
You got to be grateful. Thank you for coming again. Singles dope. Like I said, man, keep it going. Don't stop. Or tell them where they could get your music at. Tell them about yourself.
Yeah,
Just
man.
Tell them,
Moosey Wins is the name, and you could get my single on all streaming platforms. But I want you to dive into the music library and really listen to all the songs I got, because they all the same vibe. They all provide a good vibe. My vibe is really chill. It's late night. I always joke with my friends when I'm listening to music. I'm like, look, y'all with a shorty and it's late night and y'all want to just throw my music on, bro. Like, y'all coming from a club, dinner, just throw it on the way back in the car.
Yep.
It changes the vibe, in fact. So, you know what I mean? I appreciate all the support. It's always love. Always.
Definitely. You already know the biggest freestyle show on the planet with DJ SPINLYFE. Make sure y'all click that link, that notification. Every week we dropping. Shout out to the studios at Kearney Point. Shout out to Iconic Garments for the drip. Y'all already know, like I said, the biggest freestyle show on the planet with SPINLYFE. Moosey Wins, he here. Make sure y'all check his music out. Y'all already know. We out.
Appreciate y'all.